Well, all schools are going through really the same type of thing where you're looking at a loss of inventory tax of about $1.2 million. It's a change in tax policy that's good for business, but it really puts all schools that have that inventory tax to the level we do in a bind, because that's $1.2 million that's gone away from us that there's really not an easy way to replace those items. The other area is loss of state aid. We're down about $665,000 in state aid. We're at levels that really go back to July of 2003. So it's really difficult for us to keep up with all the things that we do, all the programs we do, battle inflation on health care, fuel, copiers, wages, when the state aid has gone back to July of 2003. And I think you're seeing it in the paper right now. All the schools are really struggling with the governor's plan, where 396 schools will receive no new money. And it's, we still have a formula that's probably too complicated. It's still over-reliant on taxes. And the bottom line is that we're still going to need community support for what we do, whether it's this year, 5 years, 10 years. There's always going to be a piece of the community stepping up and supporting the school district. We've done a nice job of trimming our budget down over the last decade. We've cut about 43 positions over the last 10 years. We've made changes, especially over the last 5 years, really significant changes. But you're right, things continue to grow. 10 years ago, if our general fund budget was $16 million, our general fund budget today is closer to $20 million. So there's going to be inflation on what we do, just like you see with the Consumer Price Index, 2 to 3% a year that we have to keep up with inflation. So, schools fight this battle of how do we get small incremental changes in revenue. And there's not an easy way to do it. Really, our only option at this point is, with the state cuts, is putting an issue back to the voters. As we just talked there briefly, that despite the loss of state aid and inventory tax, this really is an exciting time for Elida. The new building project has been just a fantastic project for the students of our district. To be able to put together a building project that has an auditorium, air conditioning, air handlers, give the students clean air. It's a great environment to learn. I think it's an environment where they're proud of the facility that they have. Despite the great recession we went through, we had great numbers on the building. The building was on time, under budget. We're probably going to be looking at gold LEED certification for the technology that's in this building. And it's going to serve the students of this district very well for the next probably 60 to 80 years. So a great investment by the taxpayers of this district. And I think if you look at some of the extracurricular things going on, the success of football, the success of basketball, I think the community pride that, last year when we went to Columbus during basketball season, we probably had the biggest crowd at any of the games in Columbus last year. And I think that's a reflection of the people in this district, the pride in this district. You see it every Friday night at football games. You see it at the band concerts. You see it at now our new auditorium. And we have some great instructors, whether it's band, whether it's the musicals and plays. We've got quality people doing quality things with our kids. And I think you see not only the excitement at the high school level, we're seeing great success at the middle school level. Both football teams have really did well this year. Both basketball teams and the boys side won their tournaments. I think football 7th grade had 42 students out. The excitement is there. I think again, communities will define the school districts and how they operate and the quality that they will be at. And I think the Elida community, as you're seeing today at this Family Fun Day, the community is going to come out and they're going to step up and support the school district. So you're right, these are some exciting times. We really have some students achieving at very high levels in the classroom and out. And again, I think you're going to see the Elida community step up, support the school, and we're going to get back on solid ground for the next 5 years.